Disclaimer, I am not a pharmacist. I am not a medical doctor. And so with that said, do not take this video as medical advice for anything, to include storing your medicine for long-term storage. Please discuss that with your doctor and or with your pharmacist. Hello, this is Be Ready Today. Today, I'm going to show you how I save some of my prescriptions for long-term storage. Here's my methodology for long-term storage of a particular antibiotic. The Food and Drug Administration, or FDA, has issued an extension of an antibiotic. The antibiotic is now extended 2 years past its existing expiration date, which means, if you trust the FDA, that antibiotic can actually be used 2 years past the expiration date. I am actually going to store to make certain that my prescription will remain intact, airtight, for another 2 years. And so in this case, my prescription that I have, June of 2019, with a expiration date of June 2020. Well, I didn't throw it away, and I didn't use the prescription because I got better. And so my doctor said, don't use it, but I have it. Well, fast forward, now it is 2021. And ordinarily, a person would throw this prescription away, this antibiotic away, but I didn't. So now, because of the FDA extension, I can use it until June 2022, which means I have a year and some change more. So let's go ahead and get started. So with the Mylar bag, I have a curling iron here, just a regular curling iron that I use not only when I am doing storing food with my Mylar, but also anything Mylar, everything Mylar. And so you can do that. And so supplies that you would need for this, your medication, and in this case, it is an antibiotic. First of all, you have to buy some Mylar bags. And these are the other 4 that I've made from that large Mylar bag. So here's how you do this. And so here's my prescription, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill a hole. I wrote down the name of the month of the prescription, and I'm going to drill a hole in the top of this to make certain that when I put the oxygen absorbers inside the Mylar bag, it sucks the oxygen out of the pill box without crushing the pills. And so, let's do that. And I better not mess up my wife's counters. Oh boy. Here it is. And so I make certain that the cotton is inside the pill box so that the pills won't move around. And I go ahead and close the pill box. Just like that. Along with the cotton. And so from there, I put the pill box inside this Mylar bag. Make certain it's inside pretty well. So now you see that my pill box is inside the Mylar bag. And then I go ahead and place an oxygen absorber inside the Mylar bag as quickly as I can, and then I close the bag. And so I'm going to do that right now. And as you see, I have my oxygen absorbers here, and the indicator is pink. And in this case, these oxygen absorbers came from a larger Mylar bag kit. And so the pink indicates that there's no oxygen, and the Mylar packets, the Mylar oxygen packets are good. And so the key to this, if you're using these packets, is get a packet inside your bag as quickly as possible, and then close your packet, and then close your bag as quickly as possible, so that the Mylar bag, the Mylar oxygen absorber, does its job without expending its capability because of the air in the room. And so I'm going to do this very, very quickly, and so I don't want to lose my cup, my glass of my mason jar of Mylar or oxygen absorbers, or what's going into my box. And so, okay. Crack my knuckles. All right. Here we go. One thing, I'm sorry I forgot to tell you. My curling iron has been heating up. And so I'm going to use that curling iron to close the top of my Mylar bag once I put my oxygen absorber inside of it. So critical. So here we go. Very quickly, very quickly. Stick it in there, get 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 in there. Try not to burn my hands while I am closing my Mylar. Trying to get it as straight as possible. Oh, you're going too slow, Brian. Oh. Pardon all of the wrinkles in here. What I should have done was have the Mylar bag a little longer, so I could have some space to actually close the bag. But you know, we're always learning. We are always learning. And so it looks like this is a good seal. And so, while that's sealing, as we see already, ouch, that's hot. As we see already, the Mylar is starting to condense. And that's a good thing. What we want this to do is we want this to pull out all of the air in this little Mylar bag so that our pillbox and the contents within can be airtight and preserved. So while I'm doing that, this is what I do. If you recall, I told you what this was. It was and this is a prescription given to me. And it's in my name, and I still have the prescription box with my name on it by an approved doctor and an approved pharmacist. And so that's what you need. And you don't want to get caught out there with someone else's prescription. If the police stops you and they say, hey, what do you have in there? You say, well, I have prescription. And they're going to ask you to open it. If you have an open prescription box without it being yours or without a prescription on it, the police are going to stop you. And they may arrest you, or they're going to investigate at minimum. So anyway, what I did was I went ahead and put this in, and now I'm going to write on here the date that it expires. And I'm going to write the prescription name. And I'm just going to do, for now, DY. Hint, hint, wink, wink. Go check it out on the FDA website about what they have done with the extending that particular antibiotics shelf life. Be able to, okay, so this is a video that shows you how to potentially do long storage to have previously expired antibiotics now a part of your prepper supply instead of throwing them away. Again, in this case, this antibiotic, in this case, the FDA has actually extended the shelf life of this antibiotic by 2 years. And so this one was expired last June, but I didn't throw it away. But since I didn't throw it away, now I have an antibiotic that I can use through June 2022. So I hope that this video has helped someone. And again, don't take my word for it. Speak to your doctor, speak to your pharmacist, but in this case, this is the prep that I'm using. Anyway, everyone have a wonderful day, and we'll see you soon. God bless.